and dolls. So there's a lot going on right here that's a little bit different than normal, and I'm just going to talk about my hair first because I mentioned getting a haircut earlier this week on Twitter, and the reason why I haven't shown a picture of it yet is because when I got it cut, my stylist went a little shorter than I was intending to go, and by the time I realized it was way too late to fix it. So yeah, I'm not fishing for compliments or anything like that. It's just that it's a little shorter than I had intended to go, so I'm a little bit sensitive about it. So if you have any negative comments, just please keep them to yourself. You know, it's just not necessary. Anything that you're going to tell me, I've probably thought already, so... Anyway, moving on. So for a few months now I've been wanting to get a different background, but I couldn't decide on, you know, a type of curtain or something. And the reason why I don't show you my bedroom is because then the lighting for some reason gets really yellow and gross, and it's just, I don't know, I haven't figured it out yet. So because I leave the windows open when I film, the background will occasionally sway a little bit, and when it was the zebra print, I noticed a lot in the comments lately that you guys have been commenting, you know, that it's moving, it's tripping me out, what's going on. So I figure the white would be a little bit less irritating in that way, and then also I wanted to see if colors would be truer or something. I have no idea yet because this is the first time I filmed on it. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I had a lot of requests to do this after I did my video talking about featuring some of you on my blog. So yeah, I hope that you're having a fantastic day, and if you'd like to learn how I got this look, just keep watching. So I already got started by using MAC's Painterly Paint Pot as a base all over my lid, and then I took a fluffy brush and just applied a little bit of a matte off-white shadow to my entire lid just to matte it down and to give it a nice even tone. So now I'm going to take this eyeshadow, if I pull it back here, if it's in focus, I'm not sure. Anyway, this shadow is called Star Violet. It's sort of a red violet brown type shade. It's very, very dupeable. It's by MAC, but yeah, there's lots of dupes of it available. If you just search, like, you know, Star Violet dupe, you'll find lots of stuff. But anyway, I'm getting that on one side of a 217 brush, and I'm going to place this in my crease. And we're basically going to be using this as like a background singer color. It's going to be behind the other shadows that we're going to use, but without it, the others wouldn't blend as well. So it's like a supporting actor, whatever. I'm making way too many analogies. Let's get to the eyeshadow. So I'm going to take that, and I'm going to rock it right there in my socket line. Just kind of gently bring it over, and I'm going to bring it over pretty far today because we are going to go for a pretty bold cut crease. And then I'm going to try to blend out the line with the 217 a little bit. Now, normally I don't put a shimmer in the crease, but because we're going to be using a matte, or it's technically a velvet finish, but it's essentially a matte eyeshadow in the crease today, I did want it to have a little bit of something to help it blend. Even though Sketch is one of my all-time favorite shadows, I do find that I have a little bit of trouble blending it at times. So the next shadow that we're going to use today is called Sketch, as I mentioned. This was actually my first MAC eyeshadow, so I think it kind of holds a special place in my heart. It's sort of a maroon, if you will, with red flecks. Now this shadow is very, very dupeable. I actually own a few dupes of it, but Sketch is still always my favorite. So to apply this, I'm using a Sonia Kashuk brush that I bent to be a little bit more like a 217, but it's a bit more pointed than a 217. And again, I'm going to ride this right in my crease, but I'm going to keep it right here in the deep crease rather than blending it all the way up. And follow that same line over. You can see I'm just kind of doing like back and forth little rocking motions. Get a bit more product. I'm turning it slightly sideways and almost just digging in. That's a weird way to put it, but yeah, I'm just kind of digging into the crease with just one corner of the brush. Now I want to make this highlight area really, really light in color before I put on the shimmery highlight. So I'm going to take a white matte eyeshadow. This is Gesso by MAC. And I'm just going to apply it really lightly. You don't need it really intense. Just right in the outer part of your brow bone area-ish thing. And the brush that I'm using, this is a MAC 235. This was limited edition, but honestly, whatever highlight shade or brush you have is just fine. So now for shimmery brow highlight, I'm going to use MAC's Hush eyeshadow. This is a very, very, very pale pink with a pink and violet flash to it. It's not a very flashy eyeshadow. It's very subtle in terms of these types of Some people call them duochrome. I like to call them, I don't know, amazing. So we're just going to blend that down a little bit into our Star Violet and Sketch mixture. And it just adds that little shine. It's just really, really attractive, and it makes the other colors look better blended out. Now, if you want to dupe for Hush, it's kind of a difficult color to exactly dupe. I'm sure there's plenty of versions of it out there, but I know for a fact there's one in the Sigma Dare palette. So really you could do almost this entire look with the Dare palette. I just chose to use MAC today because I just did. So now for our lid shade, I want to apply a sticky base for it to stick to make it a little shinier. I just like to do this to the lid sometimes because in addition to making whatever you put on top of it more intense, it also helps to kind of map out where you're going to go and helps define a cut crease. So I'm just going to use a little bit of concealer for this. So I'm going to place this on my lid, just kind of by bouncing it on. And then as I get into the crease area, I pay special attention to creating that nice shape. And to apply this, I'm using a, what's this called? Sigma F75. Do you see how that really defines the crease? Isn't that fabulous? Love it. So the next shadow we're going to use is this one called Golden Apricot by Ben Nye. It is almost an exact dupe for MAC's, what's it called? Expensive Pink eyeshadow. So, yeah. Kind of awesome. Anyway, and I'm getting that on, this brush is by Sephora. It's called their medium shader. It's from their Intelligent Technology series, but any shader will do. And just pat that on the lid. I feel like this shadow is just a little bit more gold than Expensive Pink is. So I'm just patting that on, and then I'm going to buff it by kind of literally rubbing it back and forth to make it a little shinier. So now in the crease, our line is a little bit less defined than it was earlier, so I want to go back in with a Sketch and a flat shader brush. Just get a little bit of Sketch on there. Just kind of pounce it right into that socket line here. And then just flick the color in through the crease. Pick up the brush that you used to apply Sketch in the first place. Pick up the brush that you used to do Star Violet. Then pick up the brush you used to do Hush. It just makes blending so much easier that way. Alright, so we're going to do false lashes today, so I don't want a winged line, and also my last two tutorials I think I've done winged eyeliner, so it's time to switch it up. Now if you're not going to wear false lashes, I would actually recommend doing a very, very thin line or even a smudgy line of maybe an eggplant color or black or something instead of doing a super crisp black line, but that's totally up to you. Just keep in mind that whenever you do a thick liner, you're stealing from your lid space and you can make your eyes look a little bit smaller. But the lashes help to bring them back to life. So anyway, I'm going to put this on. So the eyeliner I'm using for my liquid liner today is called Eye Booster 2-in-1 Lash Boosting Eyeliner and Serum by Physicians Formula. It's one I use a lot in my videos lately. I just find that it's really, really intuitive to apply eyeliner. Another thing I want to mention is that I am doing really thick eyeliner today. And the reason why I'm doing a really thick eyeliner is that it makes the eyes appear super bold, and because we're not doing a whole lot on the bottom, it's kind of nice to have a heavier upper eyelid application. Okay, so I applied my foundation and everything, mascara and tight line and all that good stuff. So I also applied obviously false lashes. These are Red Cherry #1s. Getting a flat brush and a little bit of Sketch eyeshadow, and I'm just going to go right underneath the lashes right here, the outer corner, into about halfway into the eye, just to kind of give me a little bit of a lift out. So I'm going to take this white eyeliner from a company called Lit Cosmetics. It's a softer white than, say, like MAC's Fascinating Eye Kohl. And I'm just going to gently pull down right here. And this is going to give me a little bit more of an opened eye look than if I were to do, say, black or something. And because I have so much red in the eye makeup from the Sketch, I don't want to leave it blank because then the pink of my natural waterline makes me look all set. Okay, so now for blush, I'm going to go back to Ben Nye's Golden Apricot. And I'm just going to get a little bit of that on my 109 brush from MAC. And right here on the apple of my cheek, I'm going to kind of blend it in and work it back. Now, this makes my cheeks really, really, really shimmery. So I'm going to go over that with a color from Pandora's makeup box. And this one's called Lolita, I think. I don't know, the label of it wore off. And again, I'm just going to go right over this general area. And this mattens it up a bit because this is a matte blush. And then also this is just a little bit more pinky, so it's a little bit more flattering because my hair is pink. I don't know if you noticed. And then finally for lips, I'm going to use this lip gloss from Revlon. This is one of their Color Burst lip glosses in Papaya. It's a coral, but it has a little bit of a pinky blueness to it that stops it from being so orange. Anyway, love the applicator, love the scent. These are awesome glosses, just so you know. And I'm just going to pop some of that on. Well, I said I love the scent, but really I'm just okay with the scent. It's a little bit chemical-y, but it's also a little vanilla-y, so I can deal. So anyway, that is, ooh, just got some lip gloss all over my hands. That's awesome. Cool. Yay. Anyway, so that is my look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial and like the color combination. I know I had a lot of requests to do this look, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Have a fantastic week, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!